Hi, it's the tiny one / Bishie. I'm gonna back up a bit. And this video is going to be a little different. And if people like it, then I'll probably do more of these videos. You might know that, of course, I cosplay and such, but I need to use my hands. But, of course, there is life outside of cosplaying. And before I started this hobby, I guess, before I started this, I actually used to work before my health crashed. And I had to focus on taking care of myself. And even afterwards, I still tried to work. And it wasn't easy. And of course, I'm sure you've heard plenty of customer horror stories where they did not make working easy. Well, what I'm going to do is, I'm struggling for words today. I'm tired and I'm headache. I'm sorry. I want to divulge some of my horror stories from when I worked. But I want to also try, I'll do 1 or 2 horror stories and I'll try to end it on a positive note. Try to remember a positive story that happened. So, because it's just how I am. I don't like people walking away with, feeling like that. So, okay, first story. And of course, I'm not going to mention names. I'm not going to mention places I worked, because that's not the point. That's not the focus of the story. The customers and the bad attitude and stuff that they have done is. Okay, first off, if you have seen any of my cosplay photos, especially if you've seen my Gasai in her black dress, or if you've seen my Sith outfit, I have a surgical chest scar, and it starts right here and that goes all the way down to about right here. Okay, it's pretty good size. I have worked at a place before where you have to adhere to a certain dress code. Now, with this dress code, sometimes I wouldn't have the buttons all buttoned up, because I would feel like I was choking, and it was okay because it wasn't showing that much, but it would show the top of my scar. And I've actually had at least 2 that I remember, male customers, reach out to grab my shirt to pull it toward them so then they can pull my shirt down to look at my scar. That's not okay. You know how not okay it is? I have never seen my store security rush out from their, magically appear places. Even I can never tell where their secret places are that they popped out of. They popped out of those places so fast to grab the guys whenever they did this. And later on, I found out, and I thought it was kind of sweet and kind of creepy at the same time, but mostly sweet, that because I was disabled and because I was the littlest employee that they had, and we're talking a big name store, and yeah, I was still one of the littlest employees. There was another employee that was short like me, but she was still taller than me. Anyways, I found out that because of my size, my limitations, they actually had a camera trained on me at all times, so someone could rush out to help me if I needed help. So yeah, there you go. Another story from the same store is, okay, I was mostly placed in spots that had hardly any traffic, because they didn't want me to be overwhelmed, overworked, and drop dead. lawsuit waiting to happen. So I was in one of these low traffic areas, but then sometimes they needed my help in other higher traffic areas, and so they would send me to another department. Well, I was sent to another department, and my skin looks so dark right here, and this light right here, what the heck? Anyways, I was sent to another department, and these two ladies came up to me, and they had like, is gaggle word? They had a lot of kids. They had about at least 6, at least. And they were all running around, you know, causing a muck, being loud. And these ladies had at least 6 or 7 packages of sheets. And they wanted to return the sheets with no receipt. Here's where it was bad. I had been working on those exact sheets the day before. I was helping the, I don't remember the name, but, excuse me, it's the name of the, it's the person that helps, they're not called the stocker, but they stock the shelves. If they're down in clothing, they help fold up the clothes, hang up the clothes, that sort of thing, you know, keep the fitting rooms neat. But anyways, she had brought this big, huge, cart, that's what it was. Big, tall cart, bigger than me, you know. And she brought it out and was having me, on my downtime, you know, ink tag these sheets, because these were $50 a piece sheets. And these ladies had, like I said, 6 or 7 in their cart. Of course, and trying not to return it with no receipt. So, of course, I'm fishy. I don't call my manager, I call security. But I tell them I'm calling the manager because I need help. And so, I call security, and in code, I said, hey, these ladies, I need help. These ladies are trying to return those sheets. And apparently, security said, oh yeah, we've been watching them since they pulled the sheets off the cart. And they had been walking around for about 15-20 minutes, you know, maybe more, acting like, oh, nothing was fishy, and then went to go return them, you know. So, well, they said, we'll be right there, just keep them there, fine. So I said, manager's on the way, and then when security shows up, of course, they panic. One of the ladies says something, and the kids just start running amok. They start going into the clothing, you know, where the circular clothing thing is, and they start pulling clothes off. They start pulling clothes off of the little shelves, just trying to make a ruckus and a mess to distract us, so that the ladies can then try to steal, again, the sheets out of the store. So when that wasn't successful, they just ended up running off and leaving the sheets behind. But it's like, really? You don't think we know our own products? And then you're trying to be sneaky and steal it from us? No. Okay, the last story I'm going to do is a cute one. Same store. And, you know, I'm in my slow department. It's boring. And all of a sudden, this alarm bells go off, and we hear over the PA that there's a code atom. You know, doors start closing down, stuff starts to get locking up. And for those, I think code atom is universal. If you don't know what a code atom is a lost child. And they want to make sure that the child isn't abducted out of the store, and, you know, whatever. So, I'm thinking, oh great, you know, I'm hoping the kid's alright, hope, you know, the parent is probably panicking, and then something tells me to look down. And I look down, and underneath my little shelf, you know, where the register is, there's like empty shelves there. They put nothing in there, so they're empty. And I see these 2 little pairs of eyes looking up at me. This little girl is about 4. And I say, did you walk away from your mommy? Were you bored? Does she know where you are? You know she must be really worried about you. Can I call your mom on the phone and let her know you're here and safe? The minute I said, she must be worried about you, her eyes get really big and she gets really worried because she's 4. She's not going to realize that she's scaring her mom just by wandering off. And so I call up security and I said, hey, got this little kid right here, and I give this description, and the lady's like, how long, security's like, how long has she been there? And I said, probably since before you did the code. And of course she was happy. She told the mother. Mother comes, hugs kid, it's all hunky-dory. But yeah, kids are going to do that. They're going to get bored if mom is just sitting there looking at clothes, especially if they're 4 and they have nothing to do. So next time you criticize a parent, that's like, oh, the kid's got an electronic device attached to them, blah, blah, blah. It keeps them from wandering off because they're bored. And who knows, they could talk to the wrong person, and it could be a whole lot worse than them having their little Game Boy or having mama's phone in their hand playing whatever little child-safe game they're playing. Just thought. Anyways, I hope you like these, real-life story work experiences that I've had. If you have any doozies that you want to share, both good and bad, go ahead and please, comment down below, either on my YouTube channel or on our Facebook channel, or Facebook page. See, I'm tired. Anyways, yeah, go ahead. Remember, thumbs up for this video, like on our Facebook page, and subscribe to see more of our videos. And I'll be making more, of course. Anyways, see you later. Bye.